Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to the library of Ruina, where today we're going to be doing something we haven't tried in a while now. We are going back to take on the gibbous mod. Oh, what fun this should be. But I've had a team prepared for the gibbous mod for quite a while now. Isn't that right, Netzak? Because you're pretty much the survivalist team, and if we're gonna do anything with gibbous, it is literally gotta be survive. So, who is the Netzak team aimed towards? Well, the answer is simple. We are going to go back and try these lionfish that I tried to take on so long ago. All these Prince's Knights, or whatever the hell they're called. So, the first thing of note we have to recognize about them is they are basically immune to piercing damage. Fair, I suppose. So, we have very little in the way of piercing damage, unless you're Eugene and you're using Will of the Prescript, because that's just such an overpowered card. We also have got to note that literally all of their damage is piercing. So everyone in this team needs to be at least somewhat resistant to piercing. So we've got Bamboo Hatted Kim, who is endured versus piercing, which is also perfect because you are going to absolutely destroy them when they try any form of ranged attack. We have Emma, who is also resistant to piercing, Eugene, who is resistant to piercing, and then we have Rose, because I ran out of characters who are good characters who are resistant to piercing. Surprisingly, piercing is the weakness for this level of stuff. The main reason we're doing Netzak, there's 2 acts. And I've never seen the second act, so we need to just make sure we get to the second act as much as anything. So let's go, shall we? Let's begin. Ah, the Netzak music. He said we are to sacrifice ourselves here. I hope there are no objections. Their eyes, ugly colors. He will not like them. Are you sure we have to kill them? Now, they all have +2 haste, which is evil. At least no one is targeting the broken dice today. So, you, and you can intercept. So, what does Netzak have on him? Well, someone done goofed. Seriously, double guard break. You know what? I'm not actually against it, because it's single use, meaning once it's gone, it's gone. Now, here's the fun thing about, you know, him and his stuff. Extreme Edge cannot lose to the Heavy Piercer. It can't. He's got Singular Strike and +2 slashing. It's minimum 10. That's 9. And they get bonus power, not damage. So, yeah. I can ignore the Void Aura because it's useless. It gives them extra cards and health restore, but a lot of health restore. But that guy we're not even attacking, so it doesn't matter. And then, while this guy we're attacking, we're hitting him once. So he's not really getting any restore either. The Emmas are a bit hard on the first round because they're designed all around having, you know, 3 cost cards, which you kind of expect because it's Emma. So, let's just go. Fuck yes, Eugene. Fuck yes, you. That is a ton of stagger damage, and I do not like it. That's what I hoped for. That I didn't hope for. Or that. Nice crit. Right, laughing powder. Laughing powder is too important. Gaining rhythm. All defensive die gain on clash win, inflict 1 exertion. All offensive die gain on clash win, gain 1 attack up. You get those by default, right? I haven't goofed and given you what am I call it? Put cards on you by accident, have I? Okay, there is a singular guard break here. So obviously, Netzach needs to yield his flesh. Okay, this time everyone is countering something. Hope. Yes, 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 slice. Get yielded. Glory to the rip space. Could have gone better. Can someone show me what this poison does? Okay. At the start of the next scene, lose HP equal to 5% of max HP. Reduce this stack by 1 at the end of the scene. Okay! In other words, Eugen is never allowed to have that happen to them. Let's do Echoes from Beyond. Right. You two almost staggered. What's the blue march? Boost the defensive... boost the power of offensive die by the amount of haste this character has. I knew there was a reason I despised you all. Okay, so the hope here is that by the end of the round, 4 of them should... 1 of them should be dead and 4 of them should be staggered. And then I just gotta deal with you, who doesn't have the other thing yet. But you will have a bunch of stagger damage, hopefully. Yeah, staggered. Goodbye. 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 All hail the rip thing. So yes, there is one who isn't staggered. And he's got endurance and the boost the power die thing by the haste. Which means that 3 to 5 is now 5 to 7. And yours is 6 to 11. Meaning the chances are you win. Okay. Let's go, Team Netzach. Bullseye! You don't get any extra pages. So be it. Neither do you. I hate the fact the page drawer is on the second page, you know? Okay. I'm gonna get that next scene. But, as for now, who's the most important character? Probably Netzach. Because of the fact he can... whatchamacallit. And then I forget you guys have these as well. Oh, yes. You're doing a deep plunge, and you've got no health. Okay, who needs healing? Netzach needs healing. I mean, I realize the chances are they're going to avoid possibly 1 attack and maybe 2. Definitely not 3 because they'd only got 2 attacks. So let's go, Netzach, and then you guys can't really do crap before that attack, which is when we need it to happen, so go. Be healed, Netzak. Full health, Netzak. Nice. My death further his goals. I do not deserve to help him in such a way. I hope I brought honor to our sect. The rest of you will surely be rewarded. Okay, well, I didn't expect my hand-picked team to decimate them that badly. I suppose Bamboo-Hatted Kim is honestly just that powerful of a character. And now we got to deal with the exact same thing again. I admit I was expecting some form of mini-boss against this next wave, but if you insist, game. Who's doing the heavy piercer? Only the guy in the middle. Okay, we kind of got screwed by speed dice this round in targeting, but you know what? We still got Netzak being Netzak, so... And I must remember also, we do have, whatchamacallit, the laughing powder to mitigate any stagger damage a bit. Okay. They all ranked up. That's kind of bad for us. We still don't have the mass attack. Unfortunate. Who's guard breaking? You. I can't stop it. Fuck. Best bet is to keep deep dragging and hoping that the deep drag never fails us. It certainly will, but I'm allowed to hope. Okay. This ought to be interesting. Go. Staggered. Perfect. Perfect. Never mind. I stand corrected. He failed it on the very first attack. I should have known as much. That he would. Really? Really? I was about to say, is Insomnia dead? Either way, I now have the ability to get the fragments of somewhere. Perfect. And everyone can start healing as well. More perfect. Okay, you're pecking dead. So you're attacking that, which will guarantee him staggered. You're attacking that, which is good enough. You're attacking that, which, again, probably guarantees stagger. Minimum 9. Or probably... I'm not actually... Your bonuses should count to that, so it should be 5, 5, 5. So, 15. So, yes, he should be staggered. They're the problem, because they're on full health. But they also didn't rank up, meaning they don't have the blue march, unlike everyone else. So, they're not exactly too threatening. You, on the other hand, probably are the most threatening person. Okay, guys, let the power of the ego pages unfold. Boom. Glorious. He's now on full health. Boom. That one's now staggered, like I said they would be. And finally, that other one is staggered, making it even more perfect. The only thing left to stagger is this guy. And guess what? Boom, he's staggered. And dead. And dead. Not quite dead. And dead. And finally, and dead. Gibbous margin, nothing compared to actual pure planning. My god, that is a lot of night pages. Alright, this is a lot of ego pages. What did I get? While possessing Porcupus's abnormality page, 5% chance to stagger, to boost stagger damage +1. Everyone should have that, because I always give everyone the whatchamacallit, the laughing powder. So I'm surprised everyone hasn't had that. Same with the Galaxy Best Friend, quite considerably. Actually, using these ego, whatchamacallit, the clothing, whatever, I can't remember what they're called, the ego gifts, you can actually get Netzach Floor stupidly powered with these little boosts, because he's got so many affect the entire floor cards. Well, let's see what's in those books, shall we? Prince's Favor, restore 1 light at the end of every scene for every 15 damage dealt. Dash Mastery, gain +2 haste at the start of a scene. Piercer, 1 piercing damage. Void Aura, which got nerfed heavily. Triple Strike, which still has the poison, but I'm pretty sure those numbers are nerfed. And then Light Piercer, which is better, I think? Weird. Very weird. Okay, well, you know what? Screw it. I assume I only need night pages for this, right? I do. And I got 40 of the pecking things. So let's just have a look at what this is. Owl Office. Okay. Over Preparation. Whenever this character discards a card, restore 1 stagger resist. Interesting. Sleight of Hand. If this character has discarded a page last scene, reduce the cost of a random page in hand by 1. This effect resets when the page is discarded or used. That's really nice, actually. What abilities do they have? Dagger Throw. On discard, draw 2 pages. Add all dice on this page to the page that discarded it. Oh, now that's an interesting mechanic. I like that. Retract. On clash, restore 1 light. On hit, add 1 copy of Grappling Hook from deck. Grappling Hook. Grapple. Grapple? This page acts before any other melee page. If this is the fastest non-ranged page on this character, deals damage immediately instead of recycling a clash against ranged pages. So, what you're saying is, if that card is used on a dice that is faster than when it is countering a ranged page, that means that it'll instantly do the damage instead of using its big high number to counter the rest of the ranged dice. Is that what I'm hearing? On use, if Skybound Slash is in hand, then discard all copies and add all offensive die on the discarded pages to this page, and draw pages equal to the amount discarded this way. Skybound Slash, 4 cost. Jesus. Shura. On use, draw 2 pages, then discard all pages in hand. Okay. So that kind of leaves you with an empty hand. Interesting. Quite interesting. What about this Ethereal Strike? On use, discard the lowest cost page in hand. All dice on this page gain +1 power. Oh, and you'll also get that extra dice, turning it into a 4-page thing. Huh. You know, I was kind of thinking that maybe, just maybe, I had a chance of doing that with the pages I had set up for the last one. Because, you know, they turned out to be quite powerful. Turns out I am completely fucking wrong, and I need to probably rejig that team entirely, and I can't do that this week right now because I'm in the middle of recording. So screw it, let's go see the ocean. Because this is a mod I downloaded for this. Okay, bunch of Korean, can't read it. I apologize, but I cannot. Oceans page. I'm allowed 2 floors, am I? Okay. Who is actually still a floor? Because I cannot remember anymore. Alright, ocean page. Hallucination. Speed die random, +1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the following bonuses based on your own speed die. If +1, the power of attack die, +2. If +2, the power of defense die, +2. If +3, the chaos damage caused by hitting the target, +2. What? If +4, the damage caused by hitting the target, +2. If +5, all enemies gain 2 stacks of vulnerable. Huh? Water cannot be damaged by ranged combat pages. So ulterior logic. Got it. Immune to seal. Of course, people have to add that. If in chaos, restore all chaos resistances and gain 3 stacks of damp. This effect can be triggered at most once per wave. I love how you're using the ocean puns, right? The water puns right here. Mirage. Hit the target 5 times with the combat page. And place a slashing 2 to 6 die for the next battle page used. The die is marked as virtual image. Virtual image. Gain 1 stack of water flower when hitting the target. Water knife. Randomly trigger the following effects when hitting the target. Gain 1 to 2 stacks of water erosion. Gain 1 to 2 stacks of damp. Gain 1 to 2 stacks of water flower. Add 1 to 2 points of chaos damage. Okay. Hydrate all things. Randomly trigger the following effects when hitting the target. Recover 2 HP when hitting the cover. Recover 2 chaos resistance when hitting the target. Adds 2 damage when hitting the target. Adds 2 chaos damage when hitting the target. So you could add 2 chaos damage, be on a +3 dice. So you would deal an extra 8 damage to me just by hitting me once. Okay. All water to sea. The HP cannot be lower than 10. If the HP drops to 10, you win directly. You will win. Okay, so that means this is a challenge fight, and that I have to defeat them in a very particular way. Right? At the beginning of the wave, it is in the stage of water and sky. In this phase, hitting the opponent restores 2 to 3 points of chaos resistance and HP. When HP drops to 300, insert a 6-cost battle book page, Dream of Difficulty Awakening, and enter the Dream of Difficulty Awakening stage. Okay. Cut the water, restore 1 light, and gain 1 damp. The minimum value is increased by X. If the damp stack is not less than 9, the power of all die is +1, and the stack becomes 1/5 on round end. All right. Reflow. Draw 2 page and gain 1 damp. On use, spend 10 damp to draw 1 page and draw 1 light, and restore 1 light. Stabbing the bone. If 12 or more damage was dealt with this page, draw 1 card, restore 1 light, and reduce the cost of all other upstanding slashes by 1. I assume you mean stabbing the bones, not upstanding slashes. I understand you stole the mechanic, but it's not... Water stressed. Costs 1 less at emotion level 2 or higher. Restore 1... On use, restore 1 light. On use, draw 1 page. Swirling water. Combat start. Enemies are not influenced by power gain or loss for the scene. Interesting. Your numbers are actually pretty low. It looks like you get most of your bonuses via these water flowers, chaos crap, and whatnot. This... Someone put a lot of thought into this fight, and I can appreciate that. I just got copyrighted, didn't I? I can tell I just got copyrighted by this. Especially by letting it go on this long with me just talking over it like so. Because this is possibly the only way I can stop it from being copyrighted, from me hearing my own voice, drowning out the music! Come on, me! Speak louder so you can drown out the music! Okay, so you got the 7, and that 7, the 7 is the big attack thing on the person who has no defense whatsoever. So, congratulations, you've won that fight, and I hate you for it. Okay, let's see how this first round goes, as I realize that Urza, God bless Urza, she is my all-time favorite character, has 8 speed, so she could counter out that stabbing the bone off you. So, bang, bang. Oh yeah, you're immune to range now. I don't care, I did it for the emotion. Okay, that took almost no damage. $18 to 5. Okay, you seem to gain damp extremely quickly then. Don't you? Urza, are you ready to become the little god that you are? Alright, so what's this? Damp. Yeah, okay. So it only affects minimum value, and that minimum value cannot be increased further than the maximum value. I think that's really important to note. Swirling water. Enemies are not... Combat start. Enemies are unaffected by power loss or gain, and then you're doing one of the stabbing the bones. But of course. I love how these are just endurance and not resistance. And you seem to have this chaos defense or something, and I don't know what the heck that is. Alright, I got no idea how this is going to work, but let's go. I knew it wouldn't do damage. I did it to get rid of the counter dice. I enjoy you being paralyzed. I don't enjoy your sheer lack of damage when you are taking damage, but not. Especially as you should be. You did then. It's the only thing you can take damage by. Slashing. Or whatchamacallit, bludgeoning. Because it looks that way. Alright, what do you got? The big thing. Right. That's annoying. And then water stressed as well. I think the role is for us to stagger you down. Water erosion. Take 1 chaos damage on round end, then reduce the stack to 2/3, round it down. Increase the amount of damage dealt by water erosion by stacks divided by 2. Huh? The thing we gotta work is that basically you're always rolling max for your dice every single time. In addition, you may have Enduring 1, but you've got Disarmed 3, thanks to my lovely freeze. But you do have Strength, giving you +1. But that only affects things very minimally. So I'm going to try something I don't think I've tried before, which is this. Pale Breath. What's this do? Pale Death. Give Pale Death to all enemies. Pale Death becomes staggered for this scene. If not dead within this stage, recovers full stagger resistance next scene and receives strength, endurance, and haste 20. What? This page exhausts on end of scene. Combat start. Give Pale Death to all enemies. Wait. So, Little Miss's Pale spec allows us to just instantly stagger everyone. But if I fail to kill them, they get 20 strength, 20 endurance, and 20 haste. Is that what you're telling me? So it's really a you gotta kill them now kind of mentality, right? I mean, thanks, but I'll stick with using the ever-spinning gear wheel. Because, you know, that'll cause her to do... what is it, like... Each successful hit deals fixed amount of damage, amount of smoke given to self, times 2 of max HP, ignores resistances. So, she'll have, because that gives +7, she'll be on 10 smoke, meaning it'll do 20% and thus 40% of her HP in 2 hits. It's called Pale Death for a reason, if this actually works the way I think it does. Well, let's see if it does work the way I think it does, shall we? First, you obviously take none of that, but you do bleed, so who cares? And I've turned off quick mode, because I manually want to see this. 128 damage. Yep, I was correct. It does work like that. Jesus hell. Alright, I'm gonna give scars to Roland. Even though I should give it to Urza, but Urza has too many things in her favor anyway, as it is. So what have you got on you now? Damp, of course. Water erosion, of course. Water flower. When hit, you take -3 damage and gain 1 stack of damp. Okay. And now that you're in your water phase, you seem to be doing a lot more... Well, your numbers are significantly higher, is probably what I mean. Quite significantly higher, actually. You still got 2 disarmed and one enduring, so all your bonus stuff gets -1. But it's still got all your damp, so it's really 8 and 7, and then 7. Can I beat that? I can somewhat reliably beat that. Okay, let's go. You should be almost... The fact your stagger resistance didn't reset is what I think is your biggest problem right now. Because you kinda needed that to reset if you wanted any hope of winning this right now. Oh, if you're staggered, if you get staggered, it automatically goes back up to top. Up to max, does it? Wow, Roland, did you really fail the wheels industry? Okay, sure. Urza, make her slow. Then, modify, you know what, yeah, modify Orlando. You've got a lot of teddy bears right now. So I think I can win this now. via the same bullcrap I did to get her down to 300 in the first place. All it requires is some lovely fellow to just obliterate all those defensive dice. Alright, well, this ought to be interesting, and I think we've won. So, go. Bang, 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 bleed to death. Bang, bang, bang. I know you're water, so it doesn't affect you, but bang none the same. The fact she cannot go over her maximum die number for her numbers is definitely my saving grace. Because that gets ridiculous. But we kinda just ganged up on her and cheated. That honestly feels like cheating. I did not realize the pale smoke was that powerful. Yeah, just a casual 223 damage in a single hit. Just nothing big, you know? Just completely casual. You be my assistant. Restore 10 HP and gain permanent 1 strength and 1 haste. Every third time Yukia takes damage, lose 1 strength and haste each. If all strength and haste are lost, become staggered during the next scene and gain permanent 2 feeble and 2 bind. But I feel that just means that if Yuria takes damage 3 times, she gets permanently thing. I mean, it's still technically the best option I have right now, but... And it also doesn't matter because we just won. Because she was only on 10 HP. Did I gain any pages? I did? Okay. Well, I'm interested to see what this turns into. I liked that fight. I honestly feel I should do it again without the pale smoke, because that... What... Pale smoke apparently just obliterates bosses like that, and I did not realize that it did that badly. So I feel bad about that now. There we go, Ocean's Book. It took me a moment to find that. Okay, Ocean, what are your pages? I'm gonna read that in a moment. First we get Cut the Water. Not obviously. Reflow with all that. Stabbing the Bone. That honestly seems like the good one as it I'm not sure if that one's working properly, maybe. Actually, now that I think about it. Water Stress actually looks really good, just because it's really nice and defensive, draws a card, and basically only costs 1. Alright, so Ocean's page. Hallucination. Same sort of stuff. Water. Same sort of stuff. Mirage. Hit the target 5 times with battle page and place a slashing die. Did I literally just get the exact copy apart from the last 2 of what this ocean is? That's pretty damn powerful, actually. Ironically, not the highest amount of stagger resistance. I then immediately look at the reverb ensemble, see that only 2 of them have 57, 59 and higher, and realize, I think I've been a bit spoiled by mods. But that's always what happens in the end. But everyone, it looks like I'm all out of time for today's episode, so what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.